when you talk about taking pride in the things you do, it's almost, at least to me, something that's become almost all but lost. If someone comes to do work for me at my house, or I go to the grocery store, or almost anything at all, I feel like it's so rare to find someone who takes pride in what they do. Maybe it's because they don't like what they do, maybe because, I don't know, they feel they're not properly compensated for it. Maybe it's just who they are. I mean, I've had, menial jobs, or jobs that maybe didn't pay a lot of money, whether it was landscaping or working in retail. It was never my attitude, like, oh, I'm going to do a less satisfactory job because this job isn't technically as important, or because I'm not getting paid as much, or because in the grand scheme of things this job doesn't mean that much. It was more, I always felt it was more a reflection upon me. I mean, if I was working, say, back when I was 18 at GNC in the mall, if someone came in and asked me a question, I made it my business to know what I was talking about, or to be friendly to that person. Not because I would have gotten paid any differently if I did or didn't, but because it's just a reflection on me. And I mean, I would have felt embarrassed, or I would have felt not right if someone was coming to me for an answer or asking me a question and I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm being rude to them. It's the same thing. I mean, if I'm on the internet, it's easy to say, fuck you to somebody, or make fun of someone, or blow somebody off, because I mean, maybe I'm not face to face with that person. And granted, I post online, everyone knows who I am. There's an actual name and a face attached to an online persona. But just the same, I wouldn't treat anybody any differently than I would to their face. If someone asked me a question, I wouldn't be a smart ass, or maybe I would be, but maybe I would also be a smart ass to their face. I wouldn't treat anybody any differently just because it's online, or I'm not face to face with somebody. I don't quite get the mentality of, well, this is the internet, so it's not real life, or I work a job that isn't that important, so it doesn't matter. Or, of course, it all matters. I mean, don't you have any pride in what you do or who you are? I mean, it's all a reflection of you. Why would you ever want someone to think poorly of you? Or why would you ever want to portray yourself in a way that other people think you're an asshole, or that you're lazy, or that you don't know what you're doing, or you just don't give a shit? Maybe it's a society we live in, where things take place online or behind a phone, and there's not a lot of face-to-face interaction. So there's a good amount of being detached. But Yeah, I think pride is everything. I mean, it's what makes you, when you step in the gym, go for that extra set, do that extra rep, push that extra bit. It's what makes you better. It's pride in who you are.